my channel. Welcome back to another video. I'm Messy Jessie and you're watching. Welcome to my July TBR. I am so freaking excited to give you the nitty and the gritty about what I am going to be reading this month in July. And since we are officially over halfway done with our reading year, there are some goals I'm not meeting and some videos I really want to put up, which means I'm going to be very particular about this TBR because I got to make sure I meet my end of the month goals. Before we hop into this video, I'm gonna give a big shout out to this video's sponsor, which is none other than Book of the Month. Book of the Month is a super fast growing e-commerce subscription where on the first of every single month, they put up 5 titles on their website. You select one and they send it to you in a nice, bright blue box. Now, these titles are all hardcover, new releases, and sometimes early releases of books that aren't even out on the market, so you get to read books before anybody else does. They scour the hottest, the most exciting books that are out on the market that are being released, and they present those books to you on their website, and you get to pick one of them. So they do the work for you of figuring out, okay, what are like the best new releases so that you don't have to exert your time and energy researching all of the anticipated releases that are coming out for said month. What I really love about them is they offer a just array of genres for you to choose from, and you can just switch it up every single month if you want to. There's just so much that this subscription offers. There's going to be something for everybody. And if you use my code Bowties, which is going to be linked down below in the description, as well as the Book of the Month website, you can get your first box for only $9.99. That is a steal because y'all know hardcover books, especially new releases, will run you anywhere from $22 to like $28, $30, depending on the size of the book. You're saving yourself a lot of money. You're literally doing yourself a favor. I just really quick want to show you the selections that have come out for July because there are a bunch of my anticipated releases that Book of the Month is featuring this month, and I'm really excited about them. The first book is a book titled We Are the Brennans, which is about a young woman who wakes up in the hospital after drunk driving, and she goes to stay with her family in Nueva York in order to reset her life and just get herself together. Then we have 56 Days, which I have really high hopes for. This is about a couple that meet in Dublin, Ireland at the start of the pandemic. They're falling in love, they're working out their relationship, and there's a murder. The police arrive to find a decomposing body in Oliver's apartment. Stuff gets real from there. We are also featuring The People We Keep. The People We Keep is set in 1994, and we are following a young individual who lives in a motorless motorhome and eventually decides to part ways from her father and find her own path. We have another of my most anticipated releases, which is Razor Blade Tears by S.A. Cosby. Some of y'all might know S.A. Cosby as the author of Blacktop Wasteland, which I read last year, and I loved it so much. This book essentially is about a black father and a white father. Both of their sons are dead, and both of these men are out for revenge. I cannot freaking wait for this book. Another one of my most anticipated releases is Sisters in Arms.
Okay, y'all.
This cover, I am so excited about this. This book tells the story of 2 women who are a part of the first and only all-black female regiment that fought in World War II. I mean, I'm so freaking excited about this book. So don't forget to use my code Bowties to get your first box for only $9.99. Without further delay, let's get into what I'm going to be reading this month. For those of you who are new to my channel, every single month I get out my TBR Cards, which is a card game that I play on this channel to help me select what I'm going to be reading. Each card has a reading prompt and a correlating illustration, and then I roll my trusty dusty dice.
And I figure it out.
Okay, so we're gonna tilt the camera.
Okay, maybe we're not gonna tilt the camera because
my tripod is broken. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab the dice and rotate them. I'm not moving them so that you can see. I have rolled a 5. We've got a 4 and a 1, which equals 5. So that means I have to pull 5 cards out of my Jesse's deck of TBR. And I always forget to mention that these cards are in my Etsy shop if you want to get yourself a deck of them. And okay, so let's pull out 5, just 5 cards at random. Oh, okay, let's not drop the card. Okay, we're gonna set that. We're gonna set you right here. Okay, so 2, 3, 5. Okay, so I'm gonna put the cards back in the deck. Oh, okay. Okay, so bam. All right, so here, got my 5 cards. The first card that I'm going to select is no. As if I haven't suffered enough. This is the She Thick card. Read a book that is over 500 pages long. I didn't want, this is not what I wanted in my life. It's not what I needed in my life, but it is my life. Okay, so that probably means I'm gonna go sci-fi fantasy. I don't think I want to sit through a, ooh, I think I know what I want to read. Got it. Oh my god, I'm really gonna regret. I'm gonna regret this. I could have sworn I had that book. Oh, there it is. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I don't want to do this. This book better be good. This book better be good. It is 760 pages? Is there any other book that I got on my shelves that's 500 pages long? This is like 3 books. This is like 2 books, 8 another book. This sucks. Okay. Well, somebody save me. Do I got any other books? Ooh, what are you? Can you help? I'll take anything at this point. What about you? Nope. What about you? Please be 500 pages. No, it's like 400 and... Oh, okay. Well, with the extras, 475, 483, 485, 487. I hate my life. Okay. Wait, anything else? I don't want to read this book. Can I just read 2 books instead that equal 500? Okay, what about you? No. Oh my gosh. Oh, this sucks. What did I do to deserve this karma? All right. The book that I'm selecting for this card is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. And I hate my life. This is a 767-page fantasy about 2 magicians in, I believe, the year 1806 who are dueling. Your Norrell is challenged by the emergence of another magician whose name is Jonathan Strange. And I've heard this described as a dark academia novel. So, yeah. Okay. And it's supposed to be really good. This is one of Murphy Napier's favorite books. She better not let me down. All right. Next up, we've got this. This is the Page to Screen, a book that has been adapted to screen. Okay. I pulled that card recently also. So, a book that has been adapted to screen. Okay, that's okay. Oh. This book I have been waiting, like I've been looking for an excuse to read. And that is going to be The Girl with All of the Gifts. I loved the movie. I saw the movie on Netflix before I realized it was a book. So it was too late for me to be a good reader and read the book first. And after watching the movie, I was like, I need to read this book. This is a book about a child named Melanie who is waiting in her cell one day, and then Sergeant Parker retrieves her and straps her into a wheelchair. And the synopsis is like 3 sentences long. It's very mysterious, but she's a scary child, and I'm excited. It's like a sci-fi thriller, and I cannot wait. It's also a dystopian. I'm super excited for this book. We've got 3 more cards left. We're killing it. We're crushing it. Okay, so this one is the Next Level card. Read a sequel. I am so glad that I pulled this card because I have been itching. I've been itching to read Reaper at the Gates. Reaper at the Gates. Yeah, Reaper at the Gates. Not me confidently calling this by the wrong name and then dancing. Hey, we're at the gates. I'm so freaking excited. Y'all know that this is the sequel to Kingdom of Souls by Rana Barron, which is getting an adaptation is in the works, and we are following a girl named Ara who has sold her soul in order to get some magic, and the village's children go missing. So she's like, this is a good opportunity for me to sell my soul and go rescue these kids. But her desire to do this isn't entirely altruistic, because she's been looking for an excuse to sell her soul to get some magic. And I'm very excited about this book. I cannot wait. So I'm likely going to reread Reaper of Souls, or Kingdom of Souls, and then read Reaper of Souls. And if you pull the next level card, if you get yourself a deck or have a deck and you pull the next level card and there's no sequels that you want to read, you can just read the first book in a new series as well as its sequel. Then I pulled the senior card, which is a protagonist who is aged 60 plus. I have pulled this card, and used this book on a previous TBR Cards TBR, and I didn't read it, which means I have to read it this month, or I swear I'm on a haul it. It's Not All Downhill From Here, which is a story about a woman who's just hit her 68th birthday, and she wants to prove her mother and her twin sister wrong, that she's outdated and aging, and decides to do all this fun stuff in order to make her life exciting and prove that it's not all downhill from here. And I'm really excited about this, particularly because I think that our elders are so often dismissed, and there's this assumption that, you know, after you hit 50, it's all downhill from here. And so I'm just really excited for the commentary on on ableism. Also, I just love reading books with elder protagonists. In addition to that, I've pulled the Career Day card, which is, what was your dream job as a child? Read a book with a main character in that profession. Right. As a kid, I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to be a scientist. I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a judge at one point. And I wanted to be an engineer. And so any of those professions would work. Did I say doctor? Because that was on there too. Okay, so at one point I really wanted to be a sniper, until I learned that women couldn't be snipers in the military. So the book that I'm going to be selecting is The Sweetness of Water, which is about a struggling Black family in the waning days of the Civil War, as well as two Confederate soldiers who fall in love. And so this is about a culmination of their stories. I am really freaking excited about this book. I've heard nothing but good things, and it is one of my most anticipated releases. In addition to those books, I have Dear Centran by Akweke Emezi, which is our July pick for the NB Book Club, the non-binary book club that I run. It is only 140 pages, so it is definitely not too late to jump in to joining us for the club. There's going to be a live show. It is my most anticipated read of 2021. In addition to that, my monthly buddy read with my bestie Jan Agaton is none other than Witches Steeped in Gold, one of my most anticipated releases. It's gonna be so good. Yes, that is going to be in a Black Girl Magic vlog. The Inheritance of Orquídea Divina is also on my TBR. This is a book about a magical Ecuadorian family who is being hunted by this cosmic entity. I am so excited for this beautiful, gorgeous cover. And yes, I am going to be vlogging this for a new series that I will announce very soon. I also have to read Taylor Jenkins Reid's latest book, which is Malibu Rising, because I am annotating this for Jan's birthday. She's going to be visiting me towards the end of the month, so I'm really excited to gift this to her. And then for the Buzzword Read-a-thon, I have 3 books on my TBR. They are The Last Final Girl by Stephen Graham Jones, Last Night at the Telegraph Club, and The Last True Poets of the Sea. All of these books are anticipated releases or have been on my TBR forever. The Last True Poets of the Sea has been on my TBR for 9 million years exactly. It looks like I'm going to need a lot of help from Scribd this month. I'm going to need to be on my audiobook game, because it's not that I have a lot of books on my TBR, but I have a lot of thick and dense books on my TBR, and I'm still filming the secret TBRs that I've been hinting at. Those videos I was hoping to get done this month, but we'll see. 11 books on my TBR for this month, and none of them are small, except for Dear Centran. None of these books are small, so I hate this for me. All right, y'all, that is gonna do it for this video. I have to go because I have to start reading Don't forget to use my code BOWTIES to get your first book of the month box for only $9.99. There is the link down below to my Etsy shop if you would like to purchase some TBR cards for yourself or for a loved one. All of my social media links are going to be in the description box below. Stay safe, wear your mask, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.